next up we've got the Riddler. As you can see on screen, because this is on screen and not in post, there's my past Riddler in the DCAU style. There were a lot of Batman villains with it. There was like a Mr. Freeze and a Catwoman one there. The Riddler was probably the worst one, so I thought it would look better if I redrew him.
Could I ask a question? No, I'm going to ask a question about his expression. Why does it look like he was stung by a bee?
Oh. You know, I can always count on you for a nice comment. I wanted to just mix it up a little, change it. Like, he's just got a big smile in the original. And I just thought, you know, a little bit of a wonkier smile since he's, you know, Batman villain, Arkham Asylum.
Mr. Stung by a Bee, his famous role.
So this one definitely wasn't my favorite of the video. I think they get better as I go on.
Promising.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it was pretty good for me at least. The hats are so hard to draw.
Agreed.
I considered switching, like the art I was gonna redraw, because I don't understand them. Your head goes in, and where's the rest of the head go? I don't think anybody really knows.
They go under the hat, Cat.
They what?
The head goes under the hat.
Oh, I don't think you've seen my wormhole hat diagram yet.
Your wormhole hat diagram?
Yeah, for my patented invention, wormhole hat. It's where worms live.
Oh.
Because that's what's in my brain. Just writhing worms.
Somehow it does not surprise me.
Yeah, well. I actually did the flats, like, super fast on this one. Like, when I was rewatching it the first time, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I kind of forgot that I hardly ever changed the colors after I put them down. You know, maybe I should. Maybe I should really start doing that. But to be honest, I wasn't really feeling it.
You weren't feeling it.
I mean, I felt fine about it. I was like, might as well go for it. I just took the colors off, like, the original one. Very DCAU Riddler you got here. There wasn't much to change about it.
I mean, did you know anything about DCAU Riddler at the time?
No. Probably not. To be honest, I'm trying to think of actual comics I read with Riddler, and I can't really think of any now. Okay, we're almost done here. Well, next up we've got a Deadshot.
Uh-huh. Not to be confused with any other vigilante that uses guns at this stage in the drawing.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like much now, but not much of a Deadshot.
And next up, we've got Red Hood.
Next up, we've got Deathstroke. The vigilante.
Deathstroke would have a sword.
That's fair.
Oh, now I see it.
I mean, it could still be Deathstroke, to be fair.
But it'd be like a surprise to Deathstroke, like, who?
What?
Who, me? No, I don't think Deathstroke would say, who, me.
I've got to imagine that I probably drew this when Suicide Squad had come out.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I didn't really consume any other Deadshot content. Not the hundreds of Suicide Squad comics that I've read at this point. So many of them.
Yeah.
I just read so many of them. It took me months. I read so many.
I think I've read, like, 1 or 2 graphic novels.
1 or 2.
Well, I'm not as invested in them as you are.
Fair enough. You've probably definitely played some more Assassin's Creed. Vimeo games.
I love me some video games.
Speaking of Suicide Squad and video games.
Oh, that's
good.
so
That's
exciting.
Good.
I want to watch
so
it.
pumped for it. During the DC fandom event when they were like talking about all the new games they were gonna have, and they were like, "There's gonna be a Bat Family game," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't get any more excited than I am in this very moment."
Yeah.
And then they announced a Suicide Squad game, and I was like, I can't get any more excited than I am in this very moment.
It's just that sometimes to me it feels like the best genre for superheroes is a video game.
But only some superheroes really work in video games.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Point are a lot bigger. But, oh. Wonder if our cat's on the mic. Yes. Lucky. You like the Suicide Squad, buddy?
I love the Suicide Squad.
Wow, Lucky, you have such a Muppet-like voice.
Okay. So, do you have any particular thoughts going into this, or is this a head empty, comic fan full situation?
Oh, the art. We can't just keep talking about the Suicide Squad. the art this video is about. I looked at my little original fan art, and that costume is, to put it kindly, completely incomprehensible. So I kind of tried to draw from that. It was pretty difficult. Okay, run.
Calm.
I know I'm a normally very calm, soothing influence, and not screaming frantically, running back and forth, but I actually think this one turns out... What do you mean I don't need constant validation?
Well, you do.
Oh. Most people don't.
Mm.
Why do you think I draw so many things? Need people to see I'm good at something.
So, Jon Stewart, thoughts, comments?
You know, classic DCAU Justice League member. What you gonna do about it?
I'm noting that I would say, I guess Deadshot wasn't.
What do you mean?
Just...
In the I mean,
Yeah,
technically he was. I don't think he ever wore his costume.
Oh, yeah.
I have the
who
one
cares?
episode of Task Force X. But I never really liked that episode. As you can see on the original pose, that is one very long leg. Well, it's not like a long leg, but what I mean by long is that the leg keeps going into the foot.
I was gonna note that it's kind of like flippers.
Oh, he swims through space. I don't know. I also pretty sure I put that ring on the wrong hand in the first one. Can't really see it since the hand is turned around. And what a beautiful hand it is too, I might add. Looks like he is holding, brass knuckles.
Many chips in between.
A couple of dill pickles. Another quick flats that I don't really think about the colors. Every time I do blue, I almost always like, not blue. Every time I do black, I like to do the lighter parts in a blue, so it's like a little shinier. You know, think that's fun. I'm gonna talk about the pose again. Like in the first one, he's like hunched over more. And in this one, he's like his spine is going in the opposite direction. Like the first one's hunched over, this one is going backwards. And there we go.
Also, he had no jawline, I noticed.
Oh, yeah, well, sacrifices must be made. Okay, this is Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Everybody's favorite. We already talked about the Suicide Squad video game. So I think now it's time to talk about Gotham Knights. What is there to say? We had the one trailer.
Isn't it 2 trailers?
Really?
Isn't it like the normal trailer and the gameplay trailer?
Yeah. Well, I would say this pose definitely harder to do. To like fix. Like the first one, I thought it was gonna be hard to fix, but it turns out I just couldn't draw anatomy the first time. This one, the pose like didn't work very well, and to be honest, I don't really like the pose that I came up with in the end. But I mean, it's definitely a lot better than that first one. Plus, he's got a lot more grip on that rope. You know, so he can swing through the air. I don't really think he could be in that pose and hold himself like he's about to curl up into a ball with the one hand.
Well, my greater concern is that he's swinging, but it appears that the rope is not, like, straight yet.
Maybe he's, like, just about to grab onto it. Like, just grabbing.
You see, but then that pose is still...
What? No. Unbelievable. Yeah, and this one, as far as the rope grappling goes, he's also got his hands tied around it a few times. Like if you're walking a dog.
I mean, sure. That's a handsome mug you've drawn.
Oh, I mean, fundamental things about Nightwing you need to know. Number 1, handsome guy. No, number 2, that's it.
You'll notice that actually all three of the last ones I drew are guys who are, like, profile facing the right.
Yes. No, Deadshot wasn't profile.
Oh, I mean, like, the next one you're going to see after this
Uh-huh.
is gonna be a face facing the right.
Okay. I mean, everyone's got a favorite position they enjoy drawing heads facing.
That's not my favorite position to draw heads facing. Maybe it was my favorite position back in the day when I drew these.
Well, I just don't think you understood action poses from any other perspective.
You know, that's pretty fair.
My favorite, for example, 3/4 facing left.
A rookie mistake. Nowadays, I like 3/4 facing to the right.
Oh, these are some shiny blue bits.
Yeah, actually, when I was drawing this, I looked at it when it was like just the black parts were shaded, and I was like, why does this feel so awful? And then I was like, I literally haven't shaded part of the costume yet, so I decided to go absolutely ham. And then there he goes, he's vibrating away.
Oh.
Try to go, since I'm bad at backgrounds, I thought I'd just try and do some graphic designy things for this art stuff, you know?
I really like this pink and blue stuff.
Really? Oh,
I think
thanks.
It's very fun.
Last up, we've got...
This is just a side profile.
Oh! What? No. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh.
just a side profile. I was gonna say...
That we were ramping up the ambitiousness, but I see you've teeter-tottered back. You've inserted your cooldown sketch into the video.
Maybe so. But this one's shaded kind of differently.
Oh.
Not very differently. Don't get your hopes too high.
My hopes very high. They have hopped to the top of the Daily Planet. That's how high up they are. Not even on the building bit, on the globe bit.
You know, when I was drawing these, I was like, this must have taken me like an hour or like an hour and a half. And then I looked at how long it took to record, and it was like 30 to 40 minutes on every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was, apparently, I was the Flash.
Okay. I don't know how long it takes to draw things. I never look at a clock. If I ever look at a clock, it's because it's taking me way too long to draw, so I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's been 3 hours.
I was looking up CW Flash photos for this because I was pretty sure that I used a reference.
Uh-huh.
But even the reference I looked at obviously didn't look anything like
Like the drawing you did?
like my beautiful drawing. So, you know, what you gonna do about it? And I'm not even sure if this is, like, based off the show or off the comic as far as, like, which Flash it is. Pretty sure the show, because I feel like I remember the reference photo. And I was really big into the Flash show at around season 3.
Really like your Caitlin Snows.
Yeah. Really enjoyed the Killer Frost arc. I tried to finish season 6 a few weeks ago, and I couldn't do it. I don't know, it just felt kind of samey. Now, for the shading being different, as you can see, I've used more than 3 colors, and I'm trying a bit of blending out this time around.
Ooh.
I hardly ever blend, because I kind of hate, like, traditional painting in real life. I don't have a good reason.
You hate traditional painting in real life, or you hate traditional painting and real life?
In real life, as a non-digital painting. Yeah, for, you know, since I never do it, I actually think this turned out alright. I don't think it turned out too different than if I wouldn't have blended it. Well, you know, everything's worth a shot. Although, I did use a little digital paintbrush for those streaks there. And I think that actually does look pretty cool. So we're wrapping it up here. Any final words to say?
Zoom.
That's it? Just zoom?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, this has been the Nifty Nerd Show. Thanks for tuning in. Same bat time, same bat channel.